Welcome to another edition of Mr. Walker's Podcast with your host, Mr. Walker. We are back for another episode here. Yes, clap it up, clap it up. Yeah, I'm not quite over summer yet, as you can see, but this weather is crazy, right? It's warm, but then it has a slight chill to it. It's the craziest shit in the world. And sometimes you can get lost in, what to put on. So, do you still wear short sleeves in this weather and just put on like a nice jacket? Or do you wear long sleeves? Yeah. So, this weather is crazy, but because we're inside the studio, I'm able to put on whatever I want. So, this is what it is. Nordica shit. Taking it back. Guys, I'm going to let you know right now that this episode, will probably make a few of you upset. This one is for the women. Just to give them some insight on how us guys move and think, and certain questions that they want some answers to. So, I'm gonna spill the beans a little bit. Not on some Steve Harvey shit, but yeah, I'm gonna give it up a little bit. Why not? Why not? I seen a post on social media that was very interesting. It was actually sent to me, and it was somewhat comedy, but I pulled something from it that was interesting. Let me ask you guys something. If you're dating a woman, right, and after some time she asks a question like, what are we? Let's say 6 months you guys been dating, and she asks you, to put a title on it, basically. And you then say, we are just friends. Could you be mad that she started dating someone else, but kept you somewhat at bay? Could you be mad at that? Would you be mad at that? Me personally, depending on the time and maybe even how we've been doing certain things. Let's just keep it, I would probably feel some type of way that that she would want to date someone else. Relationships, I don't know if they are as easy to get into in this day and age. Just calling someone your partner or your girlfriend or your boyfriend, I'm not sure if it's as easy as it used to be. And I say that because of social media. Social media is, it could be a lot. You could definitely catch the attention of someone that's, a distance from you in another state. So with all the social media, Facebook, the TikTok, to whatever, you could dress yourself up to look a certain way. And it's like bait, When social media wasn't around, I think it was so much easier to date. As soon as you go on to Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, all the other things, it's always a fat ass twerking, some girl doing makeup tutorials, or she looks amazing before the makeup and then look even better with the shit. she's showing her feet. Some guys are into that shit. Her legs laying in the bed, thirst trapping. And guys, we tend to go for a lot of it. It's all smoke and mirrors. But a lot of people get caught up in the bullshit. And the bullshit being people fronting on social media. So that's why I feel like relationships nowadays, trying to get in one is hard. But if I know a lot of guys that can't, that won't accept this woman going out on other dates, even if they don't want to put a title on it. It's just, and you shouldn't be forced to, right? Like, if you are not willing to be in a relationship, or you're not thinking about a relationship, that's something that you should state from the very beginning, so the lines won't get crossed. As much as you two might do, and it might even be great, I think that you should often remind your partner that, hey, listen, even though we have a great time, the sex is wonderful, I could talk to you about things, I still don't want to be in a relationship. And some people might not want to jump into a relationship that fast because of the past. Maybe they had a bad experience with calling someone their girlfriend or their boyfriend after 6 months. You just never know. But even then, I think that you should always be open with the person that you're courting. You're screwing, with or without a condom at that point, 6 months. I don't know if you're gonna take it, you took it off, or you even started with one, or it's still on. But sometimes people need to be reminded often, so the lines won't get blurred or whatever. But in all actuality, you can't be upset if this woman decided to go outside of you and, date someone else. But how long do you think that this woman dating another guy, right? How big do you think the window is as far as the next man smashing? How long do you think you have? Now, we know how fast you might have gotten it, right? And let's say you even seen the guy and he was a nice looking guy. How big is that window? How long do you think you have before another guy tap that ass? Be honest. Be honest. Honestly, I really, it's a lot of guys in the world that want their cake and eat it too. And even, let's say, you guys are actually in a relationship. And guys tend to have things about them that we don't really talk about, right? I think that every guy, I take that back. Not every guy. High 80s, 86% of guys take breakups worse than women. Hey, I said it. I'm giving you ladies something. 86% of men take breakups worse than women. It's a fact. And I say that because you got to look at like history, you know. I think men are natural born conquerors, right? So in a breakup, especially if that woman breaks up with you, it feels like you've been defeated. A lot of men are somewhat control freaks. They need to feel in control at all times. At all times. Especially men that were taught, or men that believe that they are leaders. If you are a natural born leader, or you've been known to lead, being defeated or failing is just you never had to experience that. And men, you got to look at a man's relationship with his mother, good or bad. If it's bad, look at how hard he might have taken that, right? Because you know a mother's love with their son is a different type of love. And I've heard that from women that has a boy and a girl. She loved the girl. That's her baby. You know what I'm saying? But her relationship with that little boy is, you better not step in the way of it. And when it comes to, like I said, when it comes to breakups, I think all of those things play a factor in why men take breakups worse than women. And you know, after breakups, it's so much easier for a woman to go out and catch. Y'all don't have to do much. It's easier for y'all to get a piece of ass than it is for guys to get a piece of ass. And with us knowing that, well, conscious men knowing that, that's another thing. Thinking about another man in that space, it eats us up. You feel defeated, and then you start thinking that this man is keeping me away from her. And we also, men have egos. Failing or losing, it messes with our egos. So, yeah, and to think about that woman being off with the next guy, Lord. The best thing to do after a breakup, for me, right, I think would be like, maybe get yourself something to eat, maybe even something to drink. But allowing your friends, right, quote unquote, your friends, these friends, if a friend is pulling you out to go and be around women, that's, I'm not going to say he's not a friend, but that would be the wrong move, right? Because going to get with someone else after a breakup, that's only a Band-Aid, bro, for the moment. But when you go back home in that bed that you remember her being in, and that position, and your covers probably still smell like her, then what? You can go out and get blasted and mess with some women, get some numbers, might even get a one night stand or something, you know, whatever. But when that is over, you thinking about her. So at that point, it's like, what was the point? What was the point? Especially when you get a certain age. But the idea of your woman and it being so much easier for women to get laid and so much harder for men to get laid, the idea of another man in your space after a breakup is crazy. It's crazy. Yo, I've been in situations where we broken up and shorty moved on fast. This woman moved on fast. Like, we broke up. 2 weeks later, she was on dates. 2 weeks. We was together for like 3 years. It took her 2 weeks to go out on dates. Facts. Facts. I was like, wait, could you wait? Could you, please? I was young. And it's so much like after a breakup, if the woman or the man is nasty to you, real messed up, cursing you out, calls you all types of whatever, and he's doing grimy to you, breaking your car window, slashing tires, that will actually, it should keep you further away from him. That men don't understand that. That's why after a breakup, bro, do not post on social media. Get low and suffer in silence. Don't start posting quotes and recording the rain. You got the camera to the window with Anita Baker or something playing in the background. You know what I mean? Or some Tevin. Hey, my name is Tevin. What's your name? Kevin? I'm sorry. Y'all might be too young to know that record. That was he was talking to Kevin. But anyway, yeah, like, don't start doing the corny shit, bro. Like, you go through a breakup, don't be texting shorty. Get rid of her shit. If she got underwear, she got socks, she has a robe, or pack all that shit up and get rid of that shit. You don't want to walk past the closet and see her robe. You don't want to go in the sock drawer, the underwear drawer, and you see her panties. You're gonna start sniffing them. You don't wash them, right? You gonna put the robe in the bed with you, sleep with it. Facts. I've been there, man. But the corny shit, bro, is to be posting like, quotes that you don't even know what book this shit is out of. You seen this shit on the internet. It looked good. It fits. You trying to send subliminal messages, hoping one of her friends follow you, or she's still looking at your page. Like, bro, like I said, go get you something to eat, get you a bottle, watch some movies, go to sleep early, catch up on some sleep, champ. I'm serious. I'm just trying to give you some advice that'll help, I'm just saying. Yeah, so, nasty breakups. Oh, story time. I could tell y'all some wild shit. Wild story of mine that happened years ago. Quick. I was dating this girl, right? I was about to say her name. I can't say her name. I was dating this girl, wagging out of this world. That girl walk in the door, I'm thinking she got her friends with her. Child, that was that ass coming in a second or two behind her. Stupid, fat, stupid. Child. Anyway, dating this chick. We do the thing. Fast. I'm not gonna say fast, cause I don't want to wait forever. Whatever you got for me, I want it now. I don't want to wait. I'm sorry, but we did it, and while we were doing it, it seemed very painful for her. And it's a new thing. So I got to get used to her. She got to get used to me. I'm taking my time with this ass. You have to. That ass ain't no walk in the park. It wasn't. It definitely wasn't. You have to. This is not. It wasn't regular. Put it like that. So I'm like, and then we finished. Some old, a day or two, we did it again, and it was like the noises she was making. I was like, I don't even know if I'm in it yet. Like, why are you sounding like you're possessed? Like, what's going on here? So I'm getting gifts at this point. Rings, cell phones, the newest. What else I get? Some sneakers, some cologne. I'm not asking for none of this shit. None of it. I'm just flooded with it. Flooded. So, my birthday was coming. She takes me out. Now, mind you, I told y'all that we was doing it, and every time we did it, I'm thinking, like, she was making so many, like, crazy noises. It was uncomfortable to finish. Because I'm like, am I hurting you? Like, it almost started to feel like I was taking something. And that's not a comfortable, you got to be in it to get off. Well, I do. So she takes me to dinner. At dinner, they sneak. She sneaks and tells them that it's my birthday. And they bring the cake out. The guy walks behind me, puts the cake on the table. But as he's putting the cake on the table, she tells me, she leans in, almost burns her face on the candle and says, I'm pregnant. I quickly, by who? Because I had the Jimmy on extra tight. I ain't trying to go out like Willie Lump Lump. yeah, or whatever. Yeah, I missed that one. But she was like, oh, my ex. What? I blew the goddamn candles out fast. Check. I promise you, called on the check. Child, I said, listen here, you's a nasty motherfucker. She was like, oh, I just found out. I said, when? She said, last week. I said, I done screwed your brains out twice since last week. Twice. And that last one, you seemed like you started opening up. So I went to work. I did my thing, hard hat, boots, construction boots, my thing. I told her, we done, right there. I even left half the money for the bill. But she drove, so I had to go to her car. Sat in the passenger seat, she took me home. As she's driving, she's trying to explain to me. I feel so disgusted and violated, like I'm smashing your brains out and another guy's baby is in your stomach. And I really didn't notice because she was slim thick, right? Like tipping the scale. She had a little gut. It wasn't crazy, but so I come to find out, like pulling in front of the crib, she told me how far along she was. We were done. I went in the house. I was looking through my window. She finally pulled off. I ain't giving none of the gifts back. So a few days later, she calls me. I'm not picking up. Sending me multiple text messages. I'm ignoring all those shits. I want to say about a month A month go by. I'm totally disgusted with shorty. And like I said, this was many years ago. I was young, so I'm on the prowl. But I catch up with a joint that I've been dealing with off and on as I was growing up from when I was young. So me and shorty start kicking it, hanging out. I ain't even smashed. We just hanging out as friends. We doing fun shit. You know what I mean? Going to City Island, going bowling, pool. Shit, we was even sneaking over the gate at the local pool, jumping in the pool, just me and her, nighttime. 85, 90 degrees outside. Hood shit. So then this girl, the girl I was telling you about that was pregnant, pops up at my house. Child. When I tell you she acted a fool. And I was living in a nice neighborhood at that time too. So, one thing led to another. I didn't have to call the police. But then, I got served with some papers. She was suing me. Y'all heard me. She was suing me for the gifts and the dinners that she paid for. Child, that thing equaled to about 2,800. Facts. That was something else. So she got the money. Even if you don't appear in court, they will start garnishing your wages. They will attack they're gonna get the money. She got the money. Years later, we seen each other as adults. I was in the mall. I was still like, I think this was around the time that like I was trying to figure out if I still like wanted to be outside hustling, if I wanted to, I was kind of growing up and growing out of it. So I remember this day, and I said that to say like, cause I remember how I was in a mall with all the money, all of it, re-up, what I made. And I was like, I'm just going, if I blow this money in the mall and get some nice things and spend it all, I don't have any money for re-up, whatever. I wasn't even thinking about, I was in a weird place. So I see the girl. So she is with, I guess, her friend and the baby. Child, tell me why this baby ran up to me as I seen the mama. I seen the mama from a distance. I'm like, yo, called her name. Because I moved past it, whatever. We were younger, and I let it go. Called her name. The baby. She had the baby, and the baby was at least 5 at the time, 6. The baby ran up to me and hugged my leg. I looked down like, you better. I don't even know why is she on my leg? I mean, the little girl is squeezing the hell out of me, as if like she hasn't seen me in forever. I was thinking, damn. And to think that this Cockasaurus might have hit the top of that head. Oh, God, come on now. You know I just be playing. I'll be playing. Damn. All right, sorry. But I mean, the girl, like, why would she do that? Why would the little girl do that? Did she feel something? A connection? Damn. I'm sorry. Shit. I hear you. All right, I'm gonna leave it alone. Damn. But as I was there talking, you know, she telling her friend things like, oh, this the guy that was da 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 da. And I'm like, damn, like, how you just put me on the spot telling our business, you know, to your homegirl? Like, let me ask y'all something. Do people still do that? Do people still tell their business, like, when it comes to sex? Like, do you tell your homegirls and guys? Do you tell the guys? Well, let me tell you something. Guys, I know a lot of guys that still do that at this age. They smash, they telling their homeboy, yo, I smashed. That shit was fire. Word, son. Yo, she could be Miss Graham. I mean, she was that good. Yeah. Guys do it, especially, yo, I had a barber. He's not my barber anymore. But if you gave my barber some ass, or you sent him some pictures, or he videotaped you and him doing the nasty, oh, I seen it. Of course I did. Now, I might have like, oh, wow. Oh, what you doing? Wow. But I'm telling you, he would tell any and everybody that would listen. And he was grown. Any and everybody that would listen, he was telling. Look at it. And he got your head back and he's doing the beard. So he got the phone just like this. And he got the razor to your neck. So if you move, he gonna slice your shit. You're forced to look at this cooch smoking a cigarette, drinking a Coca-Cola, blowing bubbles. He got all this in his phone. If your vagina could do special things and you sent him video of it, I seen it. I'm just telling you, look, guys, I know a few guys right now that will still tell their business when it comes to if they just met a chick and he smashed. Some guys will still tell their mans, yo, that shit was fire. It was fire. But the messed up part about that is if she becomes wifey, your wife, or your girl and you in love, but if you done told your man how she throw that ass back, right? How she sucked the soul out you, where you could actually see your body when you're in your back floating. That thing dead. Word. You done told him all of this. Sucked the life out you. Told your man. Now she your wife. Cha. Let me ask you people something. A question. This is some real shit. I want to see how many people get this right. If you're waiting on an elevator, right? And you could clearly see that the elevator is coming down from the numbers. 10, 9, 8, right? And you are, say, on the 5th floor. What button do you push if you want to go up? The elevator's coming down. You can see from the numbers. And you want to go up. It's coming down to you. What button do you push? Up or down? You got it? You got the answer? You push the up button. Listen, I'm sorry. Even if all of you got it right, it's people in the world, a lot of people in the world, that would have pushed the down button. I've seen it. I see it every day. every day. It's the craziest shit in the world. You want to go up. The elevator's coming down. You don't press down. It's already coming down. Even if it wasn't coming down. If the elevator's coming up and you want to go up, you press up. You don't press down. I'm telling you. All right, yeah. You don't want to believe me. I brought that up because that goes back to the original conversation, original topic. Men and breakups and titles on things. I heard some of these type of conversations in the elevator that I ride with different women. Gossiping. All of this type of shit going on. Let alone the post that was sent to me. But I hear all of this rhetoric in a professional place. From all different sorts of people. From black to white to eight. Like, I'm telling you, it's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. And the wildest story I heard in the elevator was another woman discussing getting her cooch ate. It's crazy. It was crazy. But back to that original question. I had an older woman when I was younger. Some years older than me. She had no intentions for me. For us. None. But at this time, I was young. I was a young Thundercat. And I could go with the best of them. Facts. Screw you to death. You feel like you're dying. Over and over and over again. Right? Child. That every chance she wanted me to lick on a vagina all the time. Take it right out, no problem. That thing raw. Roar. And look at me. And say, baby, it ain't gonna eat itself. So after I would eat it, of course I did. Of course, shit. Wash my clothes, make some damn devil eggs like nobody's business. Child, please. I'm telling you. Of course I did. You thought I didn't? I was eating coochie at the time, and it was nicely trimmed and well taken care of. I had miles on it. She was older. But I was in a trance. She had no intentions for me. She used me. Yeah. But it's all right. Everybody get used. Everybody play the fool sometime. So, But yeah. I'm sorry, guys, if these topics tonight, were against what, we believe in. And maybe I said too much to the women. Maybe I didn't. But I wasn't going to be on some Steve Harvey shit. I just felt like we needed to share some things that we talk about amongst men with the ladies. Ladies, man. Why not, man? It's always a good thing to share. Why not? Shit. I want some sort of dialogue with the women out there. We need to figure out some things about each other. Yeah. It's not hard. Shit. It's not hard. But, yeah, ladies. I felt like I needed to say some things to y'all. And I hope you got something out of this. I really, really do. I hope that you repost. I hope that you like. And please subscribe to the YouTube channel. Go to the YouTube channel and hit the subscribe button. We want to get this thing up to, I'm going to say something reasonable. I want 50 more subscribers by the new year. by the new year. Help me, please. And on top of that, I'm gonna start taking donations. Right? Anything more than $5. So 5 and better. I'm gonna put the Cash App below. You send in a donation. I will greatly appreciate it. I even shout you out on the show. Thank you. All of those things. It's time to start moving up, figuring some other things out. Your money will go towards making things better. That has to do with the show. Better lights, better cameras, better, why not? Let's see how that goes. So, ladies and gentlemen, I think we are going to close out the show with "We Rollin' Bitches."